Today, Thien Tai invites you to go deeply into contemplation on the body, the first of the four foundations: body, feelings, mind, and mental objects as taught in the Buddhist scriptures. Dear friends, when the Buddha spoke of the four foundations of mindfulness, he taught us to practice mindfulness of the body, feelings, mind, and mental objects. Among them, mindfulness of the body, or contemplation of the body, is the very first step. It is the foundation of all awareness. To contemplate the body does not simply mean to observe the outer form, but to truly live with it, to understand its impermanent nature, and from there to establish mindfulness in our daily life. Let us gently walk through this together and understand what it means to contemplate the body. First of all, what is this body? This is the body of the four elements: earth, water, wind, and fire. It is the body born from our parents, the body we carry every morning when we wake up, to work, to care for our families, to live amidst daily concerns. But we often live forgetting that the body is right here. We work, but our minds are lost in thoughts of tomorrow. We wash the dishes, but our minds are busy worrying about bills. We walk, but we don't even know our feet are moving. The body is here, but the mind is elsewhere. So the Buddha teaches us to return to the body. Mindfulness of the body is the first step to coming back to the present moment. It is seeing clearly when the body is walking, standing, sitting, lying down. It is feeling the in-breath and the out-breath. It is recognizing every movement, every gesture, every small vibration within this body. One of the most beautiful ways to contemplate the body is through mindful breathing. Breathing in. I know I am breathing in. Breathing out. I know I am breathing out when the breath is long. I know it is long when the breath is short. I know it is short. You see, the breath is the bridge between body and mind. When we follow our breathing, we bring the mind back to the body. When we breathe slowly, calmly, the body becomes stable, and the mind becomes still. The Buddha called the body a fortress. If we do not contemplate the body, it's like a guard who doesn't know where the gate is. When we care for the body properly, we are also protecting the mind. The body and mind go together like shadow and form. For lay practitioners, mindfulness of the body has many practical applications. For example, each morning when you wake up, instead of picking up your phone, sit quietly, close your eyes, and follow your breath for just 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes to let the body and mind reunite. That is already a deep practice. When you go to work, you can try walking mindfully, not necessarily slow like in a monastery, but simply knowing that you are walking. When you wait at a red light, instead of being impatient, take a breath in and out, gently, peacefully. That 1 minute could ease your entire day, even while doing household chores, such as sweeping or washing dishes. You can practice mindfulness of the body. Be aware of the body in motion. Your hands scrubbing the dish, your feet stepping across the floor. It is no longer just a chore. It becomes a practice. This body is Dharma. To contemplate the body is to study the Dharma. To live the Dharma, the body becomes a classroom. Every sensation a lesson. Every movement a teaching. We often think practice means going to the temple, sitting for hours in meditation, or chanting for long periods. But the Buddha taught that every moment in daily life, when lived in mindfulness, is already a form of practice. This body is impermanent. We often forget this. When we feel healthy, we believe the body will always be like this. But a small cold, a sudden fall, reminds us how fragile the body really is. So in contemplating the body, the Buddha taught us to see the body like foam, like bubbles, like a sack of flesh, like a skeleton, not to frighten us, but to free us from attachment. Dear friends, so many of our sufferings come from attachment to the body. Because we think the body is me, we fear aging, sickness, and death. Because we think the body is beautiful, we suffer when it declines, when others criticize it. But when we understand that the body is merely a combination of elements, earth, water, wind, and fire, we can live more lightly, with less worry, less clinging. Another important application of this practice for laypeople is to keep our bodily actions pure. Because the body is Dharma, each action of the body can either bring peace or bring harm. If this hand takes life, It's an unwholesome act. But if this hand offers help, opens a door for the elderly, serves food to our parents, it becomes a wholesome action. Every day, we perform countless bodily actions. Let us make our body an instrument of kindness and mindfulness. Some people ask, what if I do manual labor all day? My hands and feet are busy. How can I practice? I say, that is the perfect moment to practice. When working with awareness, doing with care, moving with calmness, that is mindfulness of the body. This body also holds suffering. When we are sick or in pain, we often complain, blame fate. But if we know how to contemplate the body, we can look at pain as a lesson. Understand that the body is not mine, it is simply following the law of impermanence. We can observe the pain without letting the mind be swept away by it. That is practicing mindfulness of the body even in illness. The Buddha also taught to contemplate the body by reflecting on corpses, seeing how all bodies decay, not to make us gloomy, but to help us release clinging. Letting go of body attachment helps the mind find freedom. Think about it. When the mind is sad, you can take a silent walk, feel your footsteps, notice your breath, and the sadness begins to dissolve. When angry, if you can stop, breathe, be with your body, the anger may fade. In this way, the body helps transform the mind. Like a lever, if we use the body skillfully, it can lift the heart into peace. In the end, this body is a boat that carries us across the ocean of confusion. If we take care of it with wisdom, contemplate it deeply, we can use it to reach the shore of enlightenment. If we neglect it, the body may also become a source of suffering. So dear friends, don't take the body for granted. Love it the right way. Loving the body doesn't mean indulging it, but living with it in mindfulness. Taking care of it like a dear friend gently, with understanding and awareness. Today, we have walked through the practice of contemplating the body, from recognizing it, breathing with it, understanding its impermanence, to applying it in family life, work, and inner transformation. May you bring this practice into your steps, your breath, your daily actions, so that this body is not just physical matter, but a body of awakening, a body of mindfulness. Thank you for joining today's Dharma Talk with Thien Tai. Namo Amida Buddha. May the merit of this teaching be shared with all beings. May we and all sentient beings be fully awakened. Please like and subscribe to the channel to review short teachings of the Buddha. Thank you for listening to the Dharma.